One of the things I really feel is important, and this is something I learned at art school, is to make a kind of notebook of artists that you admire in your work. And my admiration has always been with the British painters like Bomberg, Kossoff, Arbach, and of course Francis Bacon. Lucien Freud's been a big influence on me. But anyway, not that I'm like them at all, but anyway, so I've always had a notebook like this and work, for example, up to date. If I see something I like, for example, in the books or magazines I get, I cut them out and stick them in here. Not that I want to copy them, but there's something about the work, for example here, the shadow. I mean, without that shadow, it looks very simple, but that wouldn't work without that simple shadow effect on the house. And there's always something there that I like, the simplicity of the greys, the tones here, and the line, for example, here, and the positive and negative shapes of these trees in the forest. It's important to collect these things so that, you know, when it just helps you in your own work. I mean, this is some of mine. But yes, and of course, keeping a scrapbook. See, I've did this drawing in Montreuil-sur-Mer. I don't know if you can see it. And I've scaled it up for a painting. I don't know if I ever did it. But obviously, these two drawings will make a lovely painting, I think, or just a large drawing in black and white or in colour. So I've always got lots of stuff to work from in my work. I'm not short of stuff because of all the drawings I've done in the past. For example, another one of Montreuil-sur-Mer, I think it goes like that, of the square with these cars and other things. I've done this. The two churches are very, very classical, Gothic.
Close up of those two.
You've got the big church and the little chapel in the square with these cars. A very simple drawing. And again, I've put the cars in. Not artists don't bother with the cars, but I'm fascinated by cars, so I put them in.
Do you think that people think that the age or data for?
Yes, it actually. Yes, I think putting the cars in is a good way of knowing what date. I mean, this was done in 2019, so yes, those sort of things are important. And also, again, I've got there's another sketchbook here somewhere. Here, I think. Yeah, I mean, a small sketchbook like this that you can carry around with you anywhere you go. So you can do a kind of silhouette. Again, all I've done there is the shadows, nothing else. I haven't drawn anything else except where the shadows are. And that defines the buildings. So, yeah, just a simple sketchbook like that is important. I've got lots of sketchbooks. I mean, you can see. I sometimes take the pages out that I like the most. Again, this is a little village in the south of France. I've done quite a lot. Called Carom. Another little. Again, it's just the shadows. Again, you can see the simplicity of this one. It's a church. But all I've done is the shadow falling on the building. And that your eye fills in what isn't there. I think people don't realise how simple it is to do a drawing. If you just draw what you see in front of you, again, it's just the shadows. If I could call myself you have the Stuckist movement and the different movements, expressionists, I'd call myself a shadowist, because all I do in most of my work is paint the shadows. That's a good example. Sometimes I just draw with a felt tip, simple felt tips. So you can see I'm always doing sketching and drawing and messing about. So that's important.
It's an artist, though, isn't it?
Pardon?
It's a proof of an artist, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the most important thing is just get your pencil out. I've made a living out of this piece of wood and a bit of lead. That's all I've made quite a good living out of that pencil.